It is at this time I finally decided to dedicate my life once more to the complexities of life in still text. As I recurse the painstaking memories, I remember pain from such a long time ago. In an attempt to capture this life in still frames, I explain what feels like my ignorance turning into reality. It is in the sense that I believe that life is spent in the past, while our present is merely a reflection of our analysis in the future. It is always after a revelation of confrontation where the senses become keen and life itself feels so crisp. The wind blows softer and you can feel the essence of life pass through the cracks and empty places of your heart. But we all know when this revelation comes, I knew it when I first looked at the sky and saw a beauty so casual to the every eye that passes, and I, of all the passers, noticed a certain difference in that sky. Of the millions of hearts that could have sheltered that one, I, instead, find that heart shelters mine. And it's through these moments you find yourself in love. To this day, I don't quite understand. Why aren't we friends anymore? Why did I ever betray you? What I really did wrong? Are my morals misunderstood? Why is it that we don't talk anymore? And thus, I believe that I lived life backwards. It is not the happiness that I share with you at that moment, but it is the happiness that those moments will bring to my entire life. This is what I believe.
This is Jason, and this is my essay for This I Believe. I believe in not wasting time. Since there are only 24 hours in a day, might as well make the best of them, right? Almost every weekend, I would wake up anywhere between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., sleeping at 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. the night before. I hate it if I wake up anything past 11 a.m. because I would feel that most of my day is gone. Since I get about 8 hours of sleep during the weekends, that means I would only have 16 hours to do what I enjoy. That automatically gives me 2/3 of a day to work with any given weekend, which is still a majority of the day. Ironically, I am an extreme procrastinator. Procrastinating something means prolonging it for later, and if I am doing something I enjoy or am interested in, then it's not a waste of time. It might seem like a waste of time watching a video on YouTube or looking up stuff on Wikipedia as opposed to doing some homework assignment, but it's not, because I'm keeping myself entertained, and that is never a waste of time. Never. A friend of mine can drive. I am all for hanging out, but there are times when he would waste my time. Not only that, but he's wasting his own time, gas, and money. He is indecisive, and it results in him not being able to decide what to do or where to go. So to counteract that, he drives around, virtually in circles, for about 2 hours. What a waste of time. Now, I don't hate the friend or anything of the matter, but if I wanted to go for a ride in circles all night long, I would have gone on Ferris wheel. At least I like Ferris wheels. Sometimes I would forget my keys at home. Sometimes, as I come home, no one else would be at home to open the door for me, so I'm stuck outside. I don't sit outside my doorway waiting for someone to come home. I bust out something to do, whether it be surfing the web on my iPod Touch, playing my DS, or doing my homework. I make use of the time that put a waste to it. This I believe.
My name's Juliana Zhang, and this is my belief. It disturbs me deeply to also discover that I have spent so much of my life being afraid of almost everything, and that I have spent so much time learning the multitude of tricks there are by which I can hide my fears from others. It disturbs me to realize that in the seemingly harmless act of deluding others into believing me to be unafraid, I have also deluded myself. The sudden awareness of the enormous part which fear has played in my life has been shocking to me, because I have always thought that I lived life in its fullest sense of loving it as I could, and I have always thought that I believed intensely in the experiment of living it. I believe it is in the fear that there is a resistance to change. Being afraid, I fail to see that the change is a natural and good fruit of knowledge and growth. I cling to the familiar because it is familiar and therefore seems to be secure. I would butcher the unfamiliar. Frightened, I seek love only for myself and forget to search for love in myself. In fear, I accept only those who are similar to me in my customs while I shun those who are considered different. When I was in 4th grade, my best friend and I did everything together. However, he moved away at the end of the school year. Through this change in life, I pretended that I was fine with his departure, and I would always put up a smile whenever someone asked if I missed him. I'd always respond that we still talk and see each other during the weekends, even though it wasn't true. I merely wanted to believe that. I feared that everyone would have pitied me if they knew how dreadful I felt the last time I saw him. We tried our hardest to keep in contact with one another, but it ended in failure. I tried to keep on thinking we were still best friends and nothing was different, but we changed. So we moved on without one another in different directions, even though I wouldn't accept the fact that we would no longer see each other. Today, I still cannot accept the fact that he has changed so much. To me, he is still that 4th grade little boy whom I used to call my best friend.
Hi, my name is Juliana Zhou, and this is my essay for This I Believe. I believe in reality. Life, as I see it, is the current life I know of on this planet. What about life after death? We haven't been able to prove anything after death, so why not make the best out of the real life we currently have? Why refrain from things that make you happy or abstain from swearing in order to release a build of anger? Ironically, I prevent myself from these things that make me happy. I prevent myself sometimes from swearing. Why then am I not making the best out of everything I have if I only believe in this world and I only believe in this life? Solely because on this planet, an existent reality persists. I do not own this reality, I share it. My life is entangled with several other lives, causing my actions to affect others, causing my beliefs to conflict with other beliefs. My happiness can instigate anger, grief, or madness to another. I can believe in fairies, moon landings, and purple mountains, but you can too. Although I may perceive a different reality from you, we all live on this planet, and in the end, our perceptions can affect others and therefore affect the shared reality. A reality with consequences and a string of butterfly effects for every action. This is the reality I believe in. A world where, as Newton's law states, for every action there is a reaction. A world where our purpose is to simply hold a giant cobweb together from falling apart. A world where we are supposed to fall into place and work like robots in this shared reality because we cannot always do what we wish. In order to survive this shared reality, we must sacrifice some potential happiness in order to be happy. This I do believe.